Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, ANN at AEA-LIVE. Boeing test pilot for 737 MAX not guilty. EAA aims for 2019 turnout at Young Eagles Day. Welcome to Airborne Unlimited. I'm your host, Holland Lee. Let's get into today's stories. ANN at AEA-LIVE. Our normal airborne schedule will be interrupted next week to make room for our live webcast of the Aircraft Electronics Association New Product Introduction Session, an exciting look at what's really new in avionics for 2022. The event is on track for the 65th Annual AEA International Convention and Trade Show, kicking off on March 28th and continuing nearly a decade and a half of ANN service to the avionics community with upscale live web programming. The program continues the aviation industry's longest-running annual live web programming series. The new product introduction sessions will be home to a series of new product announcements from a long slate of businesses and industry names. The session will include dozens of companies from Aviation to Viavi Solutions, with Aero-News live streaming the opening session. 2 days of follow-up interviews and industry insights will follow the opening day's activities, starting at 1300 CDT on Tuesday and 1200 CDT on Wednesday. Remember to visit us at airborne-live.net, and we'll see you with an Airborne episode next Friday as we preview our coverage of the Sun and Fun Aerospace Expo. After the break, Avionics enables autopilot integration.
Skyleader Aircraft offers a lineup of the most powerful, durable, and efficient light sport aircraft in the industry. From trainers to roomy cockpits for long hauls, Skyleader has an aircraft for you. And the best part? They're in your budget. Skyleader's base prices are set low to give you room to customize your aircraft to your needs, desires, and wallet, allowing you to put your money where it matters to you most. Visit flyskyleader.com today to learn about our aircraft, customization options, and chat with the team.
Aviation Safety Resources is disrupting the market for aircraft emergency parachute recovery systems. ASR systems are smaller, lighter weight, and offer longer repack cycles than similar products available in the current market. ASR has a recovery system available for every type of aircraft: sport, experimental, light sport, general aviation, urban air mobility, vertical takeoff and landing, electric propulsion, and unmanned aerial systems. Find the right product for your aircraft at aviationsafetyresources.com.
At Diamond Aircraft, innovation is in our DNA. Whether you're taking to the skies for training or business travel, every aircraft in Diamond's lineup features innovative technology, an industry-leading safety record, superior performance and efficiency, and a comfortable flying experience. No other company has pioneered as many aviation firsts, achieved more milestones, or received the same amount of industry praise as Diamond. Discover why Diamond Aircraft is one of the most trusted manufacturers in aviation at diamondaircraft.com.
Welcome back. Let's take a trip around the patch for some other interesting stories. Avionics enables autopilot integration. Avionics has released new digital autopilot and external magnetometer support for the AV30E display. The AV30E is the experimental version of the multi-display instrument, capable of showing a variety of cockpit indicators. The AV30 can, of course, display any of the traditional 6-pack instruments, in addition to angle of attack, G-meter, temperature, density, altitude, voltage, GPS data overlay, navigational HSI, and more, with more than 2 hours of internal battery operation out of the box. Hartzell prop discount available to recreational aviators. Hartzell has extended a discount available to buyers from the Recreational Aviation Foundation, grabbing $1,000 off and sending a quarter of that back to the RAF mission. The deal will be running through the end of the year, valid for any purchase of Hartzell's backcountry flying product line, including 3-blade Voyagers, 3-blade carbon fiber Raptors, 2- and 3-blade carbon Trailblazers, and 3-blade carbon Explorer model propellers. OneWeb goes with SpaceX for launch services. OneWeb has found its replacement for its former Soyuz accommodations, selecting SpaceX to launch the brand satellites into orbit. For now, the details of the deal and terms of the agreement remain confidential. OneWeb being fairly mum on exactly how many of their satellites will make their way aboard in the near future, only saying that, quote, the agreement will enable OneWeb to resume satellite launches, end quote. The first is expected to take place later this year. Microcraft C-172Q RS exhaust risers now available. Owners and operators of the Cessna 172Q, 172R, and 172S have a new option ready for their aircraft's exhaust systems now that Microcraft has received FAA PMA certification for its exhaust risers. Made from heat-resistant 321 stainless steel, Microcraft backs each one of their parts with a 12-month unlimited hour warranty that starts from date of installation, the same policy as the rest of their products. The risers are made for installation on Lycoming O360 and IO360 engines. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Let's get back to the rest of the news. Boeing test pilot for 737 MAX not guilty. The jury in the case of Mark Forkner, former chief technical pilot for the Boeing 737 MAX, has found him not guilty on 4 counts of wire fraud. Forkner, 49, had a major hand in the evaluation and certification of the MAX, a position that led to a grand jury indictment alleging that Forkner was, quote, scheming to defraud Boeing's U.S.-based airline customers, end quote, through his actions with the company. The end goal was, quote, to obtain tens of millions of dollars for Boeing by, quote, withholding critical information about MCAS during the certification process, leading to its omission from the published documentation training pilots on the aircraft, end quote. The jury, however, disagreed, returning after less than 2 hours of deliberation and finding him not guilty on 4 counts of wire fraud. His defense held that Boeing failed to inform him of changes to the software inside the MCAS, and his indictment was little more than the selection of a scapegoat to foist the issue on an unlucky employee. The trial went on for 3 days. Forkner did not stay with Boeing for long, leaving the company months before the first crash for a gig at Southwest Airlines. After these messages, EAA aims for 2019 turnout for Young Eagles Day.
Well, hello, fellow pilot. I'm John King.
And I'm Martha King.
You know, we've all had our flying lives disrupted lately.
Well, King Schools is here to help you stay up to date with courses that you can access on your desktop, iPad, or iPhone. If you'd like a refresher or just want to expand your aviation horizons, we have a course for you.
So head over to kingschools.com/Rusty today for details.
Pilot Communications USA is proud to introduce our latest headsets, the Carbon A1 Active Noise Reduction and the Carbon P1 Passive Headset. Carbon fiber makes our headsets 30% lighter than others, which significantly reduces pilot fatigue. Our BlueLink hand control unit allows you to connect 2 devices at the same time, and the record out capability can send audio to an onboard camera or digital recorder. Get the headset that's so light you may forget you're wearing one at pilot-usa.com.
Whether you're charting a steady course or pushing for the ceiling, Hartzell Propeller has been elevating flight for over 100 years. It's in our passion for engineering and research. It's in our dedication to testing the limits of performance and creating propellers that are as safe as they are sexy. Now, together with our dedicated family of companies, we're propelling the future of aviation. We are Hartzell Propeller, built on honor.
Welcome back. EAA aims for 2019 turnout at Young Eagles Day. The EAA's Young Eagles Day is on for June 11th, 2022. The 29th Annual International Young Eagles Day is on the way, a special occasion to take young people from 8 to 17 on a flight with EAA volunteers. The event is a chance to share the passion for aviation with the next generation, sorely needed in aviation as it seems increasingly expensive and inaccessible for those unacquainted with the hobby. This year hopefully marks a triumphant return to the norm as the EAA looks to bring things back to 2019's attendance levels. Boosting interest and activity in the private, affordable, and personal sphere of aviation is a rewarding activity that ensures the future of the hobby, as well as replenishing stocks of future pilots as large quantities approach retirement. Since its inception, more than 2.24 million children have been flown over the 30 years of the program's existence. The EAA says the Young Eagles Day is a great excuse to take a flight and volunteer, and for those interested in planning for the event, the organization will hold a planning webinar on April 20th. And that's our program for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, or Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne. And don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching!